it's rolling. So give us, we got 60 seconds. Okay, we are rolling. Music is playing. Stand by, Fiona. We almost ready for you. Well, hello there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're in the right place at the right time. It must be Tuesday at 5 o'clock. And me and my lovely co-host, Miss Fiona, in Studio B, and I'm in Studio A. Hello, Miss Fiona. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
I am still glad to be alive. I am here, doing what
Absolutely.
I do on a
Mhm.
Tuesday at 5 o'clock. That's coming to the people, showing them all this wonderful loving that we have for them. I tell you, I'm excited about today. First of
Right.
all, today is election day in Georgia. So I'm excited about that. I really am. It's a
Hmm.
beautiful thing that we get a chance to, and I'm going to say because it's early, the polls have
Hmm.
not closed yet. We have the opportunity to take the um, the election in Georgia, and by doing so, we can take control of the Senate, and I am so excited about that. So that's a
Mm.
beautiful thing. So I'm really excited about that. So today being the day that it's going down,
Hmm.
I know that there have been a lot of money spent in the state of Georgia, which at this point in time should benefit. Okay, they should be able
Hmm.
to, benefit from all of the money that has been spent with trying to make this election, come to pass. Okay, so I'm so excited. Okay,
Mm. Hmm.
that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. So I'm really looking forward to at the end of when all of this. Now we might not find out until tomorrow what's going on, but that's okay because on tomorrow we'll be able to, be able to shout it out, and we'll know exactly what's going on based on it.
Mm. When you say we, who are you referring to?
All the people in the United States of America that'll be glad to see a change come.
Gotcha.
Yep,
Hmm.
I am so excited about that, because we
Hmm.
need a change. We've had number 45 in here doing his thing for the last couple of years, and, with all the things that he's been doing, you see what we got. We got a lot more racial unrest in this country. We got a lot more of other things going on in this country as well. So I'm just excited. I'm
Hmm.
excited. I really am excited to be able to see what's going to happen in the immediate future with the new administration going in. Now we ain't home free. Now I can tell you that. We still
Right.
got a lot more work to do, and I've been saying that since the very beginning. We got a whole lot more work to do, but I'm excited about change. Change is always good. You know, when you can
Yeah,
get
I agree.
something, for the next 4 years that possibly can work in our favor, I'm excited about that. So I'm really excited about it. I'm also excited about our guest today. We have my brother in broadcasting coming on today, Mr. Professor Reggie Miles. He go by many names, but I think he likes the one Professor Reggie Miles. I think he likes that one. Okay, so we're gonna
Okay.
stick with that one. So, but he got many names, and we're gonna get a chance to talk to him. And I know he's an expert on breaking down conspiracy theories and conspiracies for us. So I'm so excited about that. And
Mhm.
with that being said, I'm gonna get into this shout out that I normally do every time we go live, and then we're gonna bring our guest on. How's that? You feel good about
Sounds
that?
good.
Unless you got something you want to get off your chest before we get started.
That sounds good to me. I'm excited to talk to Mr. Professor Reggie Miles
All right
myself.
now, yes, seeing as how you a doctor, and doctor in the making, okay? So we got
Absolutely.
doctors and professors on the show today. That's always a
Hmm.
good thing. So first of all, I want to give a shout out to all of the healthcare workers that are in the healthcare field. There are many people that are out there, and I like to call them healthcare heroes now because they are doing far more than just help keeping our family members alive. They're doing a lot more now than ever before. So they earn the title of hero. They are definitely heroes. And I appreciate each and every one of them for all the work that they do to help keep our loved ones alive. I wear this doctor shirt on every broadcast in solidarity to each and every one of the healthcare workers. When we get it all clear, when all this is over with, then I'm going to do a wardrobe change, and I am no longer going to be wearing this. And I know y'all will be glad. But for the time being, I'm going to keep wearing this in solidarity to all of the healthcare workers that are out there on the front line. Second, I want to give a shout out to all of the pastors that are on the front line. The pastors that are out there doing their job, keeping us spiritually uplifted and motivated. And, they have a hard job too. A lot of times people don't think pastors have a hard job, but they have to keep people that are, struggling with all manner of depression and all sorts of things that keep their spirits down. Pastors need uplifting too. So pray for your leadership. And I love to give them a shout out each and every time because I know that it's important what they do. And I'm excited to be able to shout them out every time I go live. And a special shout out to my mentor, Dr. Lloyd Michael Hunt. If you're not familiar with Dr. Lloyd Michael Hunt, you can scroll down on my Facebook. You'll run into some of his messages. You can also go over to my YouTube channel. I have started posting his messages there, so they're easy to find. Go check him out. He's got a word that I promise that will uplift you and keep you motivated. Also, want to give a shout out to all the people that have lost loved ones, during the last year, 2020. I was talking to Miss Fiona the other day, and she was looking at the video that I had posted on my Facebook feed of all of the people that have passed away in 2020. And even now, going forward in 21, we've already starting to lose people. Miss Tanya Roberts, it used to be a movie star. She passed away already this year. In the first 5 days of the year, we're starting to lose people. And, shout out to her family. Let me give you the numbers posted on CNN from Johns Hopkins University. We've got over 21 million people with corona. We've got 356,000 people that have died in the United States from corona. That's a lot of people, y'all. That's a lot of people. We need to still safeguard ourselves. Even though they have a vaccine out there that people are getting lined up in order to take, we still got to safeguard ourselves. And I don't want anybody else I know to get it. My mom, she had it. She struggled with it. Shout out to my mom. She just turned 83 on this week. She had corona. We had over 100 people shout her out on this week. So thank you, everybody, for shouting out my mom, because she's here still to receive all of that love and blessings that you sent her way for her birthday on this week. And I thank each and every one of you for giving her a shout out. So thank you, thank you. So, Miss Fiona,
Yes.
what you got for us today? You got something for us today?
I don't.
You don't?
I didn't have anything for you today.
Okay.
I'm just going to enjoy the ride today.
You gonna enjoy the ride?
Back at work. I'm going to enjoy the ride and the visit today and what we're going to talk about.
Okay.
It's been
So you back at work. How you liking that? I know you've been on vacation for what, 2 weeks?
just about, it's tiring, when you get to wake up when you want to, and then now you're back on schedule. So it's going to take me maybe another week and a half to get back to it.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
So, so now, are you in a facility? Or are you working from home on a video?
I am in a facility now. I've been in the facility since March. Well, no. I'm sorry, since June. We went back to work in June. So the whole COVID-19 has been we've been very cautious, and thank God nothing has happened with any
Okay.
of us getting sick
So,
or
so,
anything.
so none of
So
them kids have come running in there with a snot coming all down the side of their face, and then all of a sudden reach up and take their arm and just run it across their face like that and say, "Ooh, can I have a hug? I ain't seen you. I ain't seen you since last year."
that's normal. That's normal. We see boogers all the we see boogers all the time. We see sneezes, and then it's winter, so it's just like, all
Okay.
right,
All right.
it is what it is.
So it's that at that moment you don't wish you was in another profession.
Look, I love what I do for a reason, but it's just like, oh man, go get some tissue. Now it's more. I would say it's more. Come on, let's blow your nose. Let's go wash your hands. Let's do this. Let's do this.
So do you wear a mask and gloves and all that stuff at work? Do you have on like one of them space suits from head to toe?
I don't like maybe, and that's my fault for not being that cautious, but I go in, I'm always washing my hands and just, giving them a distance, but they're kids. They're gonna want to hug you. They're gonna want to do these things, but it's just a matter of how comfortable you feel, and really just always being mindful that those boogers could mean something else.
I know that's right. Yeah, I know that's right. Look, I hear you.
Hmm.
Well,
But
look, I know we have grossed everybody out talking about kids with snot on their sleeves. So we're gonna move further in the show. Uh,
gotcha.
right now, we're gonna go over to my website. I want to talk about all of the people that help make this show possible, and invite you guys over to my website. So the first thing we're gonna do is you're gonna hear my theme song, and after my theme song, we're gonna talk about all these people to help make this possible. So stand by.
Ask Dr. Ron, ask Dr. Ron. Whatever you're feeling, he will give you healing, he'll inform you. Ask Dr. Ron, ask Dr. Ron. Entertaining news, political issues, local and globally.
All right. I'm going to invite each and every person to go over to ask-dr-ron.com. And when you get there, we want you to check out all of the information that is there on the website. A lot of good knowledge over there. And we also want you to scroll down and check out the advertisers that we have on the website. The advertisers help make these things possible for us to be on the air. So I love talking about them each and every time we go live. One of the first advertisers we're going to talk about is the Prince Hunter Financial Group. Now, Prince Hunter is offering 2 free classes to be able to teach you how to be able to make money in the stock market, in the Forex market, any information that you want to know about understanding what goes on in the stock market. Prince Hunter Group can help you find that information out, and they're offering 2 free classes. So you definitely want to click on the banner, go over to his website, and talk to them and say, hey, I'm calling up to try and get my free classes so I know going forward into 2021 how I can make some money the way the rich folks keep their money. Okay, I'll just put that right there and let y'all think about that for a second. Also, a new sponsor, the Super Tax Heroes. Now, we had Miss Ray Williams on the show about a week or so ago. She came on and she talked about all of the things you need to know going forward into the tax season. And you don't have to know for yourself. That's her job to know all these things and all the changes that are coming up. So you want to reach out to them, let them know that you heard it right here on the Ask Dr. Ron Facebook Live show and YouTube show, and you will get a discount. I can't remember what she said. I think she's going to give everybody that mention this show a discount with preparing your taxes. So you definitely want to click on the banner. It'll take you right over to our website, Quick Efficient Tax Services, and they will be more than happy to help you get all of your tax needs situated, and not just personal taxes, but business taxes as well. So she covers a whole multitude of tax preparation. So definitely reach over there to her and tell her you heard about it on this broadcast. One of my favorite, Port Again Sam. Sam brings in some of the best wines and spirits from all over the world. And I tell you, he brings it right here into Chicagoland area, and he will ship anywhere, especially during the pandemic. And you can, if you like sweet wine, dry wine, if you like cognac, he's got it. Click on the banner, go over to his website, browse the site, see what he's got in inventory. And I tell you, once you become a fan of Sam, you will never want to get your wine or spirits any place else because he has the best. Now, I'm going to give you a little secret. Sam has a lot of stuff in inventory, and when that runs out, it's all gone. It doesn't come back anymore. So you will soon find out. If you like it, you better make sure that you get enough of it to last you for the rest of the year. Since we're going to be on lockdown for the rest of the year, you might as well have some good wine to go along with it. All right now. Also, National Block Club University. Mr. Cyron Smith has been working on bringing his plan to communities for keeping your children safe, keeping your seniors safe, and keeping families safe, block by block. So you definitely want to reach out to him in 2021 to find out what you have to do in order to bring that to your community. He is willing to work with you no matter where you live. So definitely reach out to National Block Club University, and he'll be more than happy to explain his plan. Click on the banner. It'll take you over to his website. All right, Mr. Chief Nomo's Oasis, especially during a time when people are trying to figure out how to stay safe during this pandemic. You might want to check out Mr. Chief Nomo. He's giving health consultations. He's also offering up products that he brings back from the west coast of Africa, namely Ghana. moringa seeds, cloves, soaps, oils, anything that you would, normally get from the west coast of Africa, he has it available, along with alkaline water. Alkaline water will help improve your health and keep you strong during this time when everybody else is getting sick. So, Mr. RRJ Webb, please check him out. He is working on bringing whatever your web ideas or concepts, he brings them to life. Mr. Ralph Jenkins, I've been working with him for over 10 years, and he has some of the best staff that you could ever want to work with as far as working on getting your concepts to reality. He hosts, he can fix your broken website. He does all of that. So reach out to Mr. Ralph Jenkins, click on the banner, and it'll take you right to his website. So now that's all the advertisers. I also want to give a shout out to all of our affiliates, CC News Media. We work with them. And as you will notice, you'll also see a banner for our co-host. She's up here now doing big things, spreading out all over the place. Now, let me point out one more thing before we get off of this. I want you to take a special note. You can go over to our Instagram and to our YouTube channel by clicking on these tabs at the very top of the page. And you can find us on both Instagram and on YouTube. And you'll see replays of all of our shows. You'll get a chance to keep up to date on what's going on. So we definitely want to make sure that you're aware of where this is at. So now it's that time in the show where I get a chance to bring on my brother in broadcasting. I'm so excited to have him coming on the show today. He and I work together on another show on Thursdays. We have got the nickname called the Four Horsemen. The professor himself, Mr. Reggie Miles. Welcome back to the show.
Good evening. How are you?
Doing great.
Glad to be back.
Great.
Haven't seen you since last year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Look.
I have to always get that in.
Yes, yeah. And look, we chopped it up last year, man. We chopped it up real good.
Yes, sir. We did. Lot of things we laid out.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So we're here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, this new Skype thing is kind of all right.
It's all right.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. It's good. It's good. It's really good. Lot of things that's going on today. And I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about it and I'm really excited about the opportunity to say some of the things that's happening. Well, talk about some of the things that's happening right now. I think America is getting a lesson on political procedures and things like that.
Yes.
I think we all, I know at least in high school, I remember not high school, but grammar school, we had to take the Constitution test. And a lot of people have forgotten some of the things in the Constitution, but with what's going on between these political candidates, I guess we're really revisiting. What's politically, in this country.
Yeah, because, and I would say quiet as it's kept, but it ain't quiet because he won't be quiet. Number 45 keep blowing up the Constitution every day. I tell you, he put the Constitution on blast, and not in a good way. Yeah,
and it's amazing too. It's really amazing. I've given his view on things another name, and I guess he has forged out a party called Retrumplicans.
Retrumplicans.
Yeah.
You want to give that a definition for us, please, sir?
Well, he's created his own party that's based strictly on him. And in order for you to be a Retrumplican, you must have allegiance to Donald Trump. He's not a conservative. He's not Democrat. He's a Trumplican. You know, everything is about Donald Trump. And we've seen this. We've seen this very vividly. Everything is about Donald Trump. Everything is about that. So I said, oh man, this cat has created his own thing called Trumplican.
Okay. All right. Well,
that narcissistic.
Yeah. Look. Well, fortunately, we won't have to reference that. Too much longer. I think in about
now,
2 weeks.
I don't know about that. We may not we won't have to deal with him, but the Trumplicanism is like a disease now.
Now, let me just throw this out there as a question. Do you think that Trump is going to be relevant once he get all these charges placed on him going forward in the very near future?
Now I'm not gonna step on the law or become a lawyer with that because that's another phase. But I'm talking about the disease to whereas this man has 76% of Georgians believing that the election was stolen from him.
That's the numbers they said.
That's a disease.
Yep, that's what they said.
That's a disease. That's a dis-ease.
Yeah. But do you think that they will still uphold his banner or his flag or his name even, okay, and I'm going to emphasize this even before New York. Most recently, they have said that he violated election laws with the phone call that it took him 18 times to connect with the Republican Secretary of State of Georgia, and the newly elected, which I know you know the lady's name because I know you're going to always have the person's name, especially Miss Fannie Willis. I know you know who that is, don't you? Yeah, Miss Fannie Willis, who went to Howard University. I know you know who she is. She has the honor and the privilege, yeah, I said it like that, to be able to bring charges against him based on a recent conversation that he had on the phone that was wisely recorded so that he cannot deny it. Like, I ain't say that. That ain't what I said. So do you think those 76% of Georgia voters will still follow him?
Listen, I've heard some comments by few people in Georgia that these people are talking about civil war. So that's a sickness. Now you stating fact. But you stating stuff that's true, but there's a sickness. The sickness is so bad that in DC, they like calling up the doggone National Guard.
Yep.
Oh.
I mean, so that's a sickness, man. That's Republicanism.
Yeah.
And it's just based on racist ideas. It's racism.
Yeah. Yeah. In a bad way. Yeah.
So the facts that you're saying, I mean, I agree. I'm not going to dispute that. If he's brought up on charges and the law comes at him, that's good. But what about these folks that still they infected with this Republicanist strain, this virus that's in them? Because 73 million people lost their mind thinking that this cat was the best thing that ever happened.
Yeah.
73 million people. So something has to be done about that. Where do we start, though? That's the question.
Yeah.
Where do we start? Because this man has now seeded these other cats that believe that they can do the same thing. And I think one of the first things that should happen is no more Republicanism. It has to be wiped out because that's crazy. This man is a kid. He's not following the procedures that have been followed by others in this country. What makes him think he's better than the rest of those that were before him? What makes him think, what makes him believe that? What evidence has he had that showed that he did any governance for this country? Look at this pandemic. Look at this. I mean, he gave it a name, Operation Warp Speed, but yet and still, you don't have the infrastructure set up to give these people the vaccinations. So he took the Republican view. Well, leave it up to the states.
Right.
Well, he didn't send the states no money.
Right. That's right.
So how could you do that? But Republicans, they believe that to be right. And like, they're dying too.
Mm-hmm.
Americans are the only people on this planet that consistently vote against their own self-interest. This man cares about nobody but anything outside of his family or anything outside of the name Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Republicans. He's created his own party.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what must be defeated.
Yeah.
You know, the Congress needs to go in there and everything that he did, they need to re-examine that. Where was the checks and balances on the president?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that each branch had a check and balances against one another.
That's true, according to the Constitution.
Yeah, I mean, what happened?
Yeah. Now that's a question for everybody. You know. Yeah. Look, I see Miss Fiona over there ready to jump in. Come on, Miss Fiona. I know you can go because Reggie can go now.
Well, I just have my first question would be, in having the thought that you do about Trump, do you think everything that he did was negative?
For me, there's not I'm not going to jump into that water saying that all what he done was negative, because even bad things that he's done or what was considered bad is going to end up being positive, because then we can make changes to stop that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But my family hasn't benefited from him being the president. He offered up tax cuts to millionaires.
Mm-hmm.
Right off the bat. And my taxes went up. So that's nothing for me. Listen, a lot of us, and I wasn't born, but I heard and I read about it. This country needs an FDR moment.
What's the FDR?
Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Mm-hmm.
When he came in after the Depression and the middle class was created.
Mm-hmm.
The middle class has been crushed by the ideology of Ronald Reagan, and then that reenactment of it through the Republicans.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make America great again, which came from, and I gotta see which one is first. It was Make America Great Again, and then the second one was Let's Make America Great Again.
Mm-hmm.
That's coding for eliminate benefits to the Negroes.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Don't give anything to black people. That's coding for that.
Mm-hmm.
That ideology, every time they say, well, and I gotta say this, they say, well, yeah, well, you gotta pull yourself up from your bootstraps. Well, what if I don't have boots with any straps on them?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Mm-hmm.
I can't say that he did anything for us. Well, he did something for the HBCUs. Oh, really? What?
Mm-hmm.
What exactly that Howard University had that endowment? Because Howard is associated with Gallaudet. Those are the only two schools that get money from the federal government.
Gallaudet, the university or the high school?
Gallaudet. Gallaudet is for deaf, for the people who can't hear.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And that's Howard's sister school. And they were always going to be. They can't do anything with Howard because without doing the same thing to Gallaudet.
Okay.
So that's why they still get this money.
Mm-hmm.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Can you just go back a little bit to the Constitution test? Being in Chicago, I know in Connecticut, we don't have to take a test like that to pass or like be a part of the curriculum. What does that mean for Chicagoans?
Well, in the 8th grade, and this was many years ago. You'd have to go back over 50 years, 1968.
Okay.
But we had to take a Constitution class where I had to identify all 50 flags. And some of the other things, understanding the basic things of what is a voting block.
Okay.
You know, the voting block is the most powerful the most powerful entity in the American political process. How can you say that, Reggie Mel? We saw that twice when Mr. Trump began the Republican theory when he said President Obama wasn't born in America. It's called the birther movement or whatever. He was not an American.
Mm-hmm.
So that was that new theory that got started, man, just based on that one lie.
Mm-hmm. So in the event that you just brought up Obama, I've had conversations with people, and some Black people feel like Obama didn't do anything for Black people or just didn't do anything. Would you, you probably could agree or disagree, but what do you think is the difference between Obama doing something for the Black people and what Trump did for the Black people?
Well, I don't know what Trump did for Black people because based on what Trump did and where his theory came from, it came from Ronald Reagan, President Reagan. That's his theory. And then the first Bush called that voodoo economics. So that was nothing magic. Well, if you give all the money to the rich people, then hopefully it'll start trickling down from them to the rest of us.
Mm-hmm. That's what they said.
That trickle must have got frozen on the pole somewhere. The drops never got or whatever, because it seemed like all the money stayed up top. Even during this COVID thing, the rich are still getting richer.
Yep.
Where they were arguing about whether or not they should give us $1,200.
Mm-hmm.
And in Canada, they gave Canadians over $8,000
a month.
Over 8 months. And we're the richest country. We're one of the richest nations in the world. And they couldn't figure out what to do for our people or for the people in this country. Listen, that for me, the first thing I feel the first thing that should have happened for 3 weeks, they should have just shut us down. They should have paid us to stay home so they can get a handle on it. But no, the Republicans were going out saying, well, oh man, all you got to do is drink bleach with this and do that, and everything will be all right. And then the most protected dude in the world, and I'm not sure that this is right. Well, he supposedly had got it too.
Supposedly.
Then, you got senators who had it, talking about don't wear this mask and all this kind of stuff. When one man found pictures of what happened in 1918 with that flu epidemic, where they were in a football stadium with masks on.
Yep.
This was not the first time that we have been mandated to wear masks. But no, go ahead, get out there and do what you want, do what you need to do. This is nothing.
Fake news.
As a result,
fake news.
As a result, over 300,000 people are dead.
Yep.
And they say this is about to double. And then you want me to say that, not you in particular, but then I need to find some goodness out of the Republican agenda. You can't find anything good if 300,000 people done died.
Yeah. Well, in response to what the question you asked about what Obama did for Black people, you got to remember, most of the time that President Obama was in office, he had, Republicans against him, and they blocked everything he tried to do. Everything.
Obstruction.
Yep, everything he tried to do. The only thing he was able to accomplish before the Senate changed was he was able to get what they quote unquote say Obamacare. Okay, and Obamacare had flaws. It was not perfected, but they wouldn't work with him. They wouldn't work with him. They wouldn't give him nothing. So every time he tried to do something, they opposed it and they came against him. So it's very two different things. Now this guy, this rascal, he had complete control of the Senate, and everything he said do, they did. Okay, he said give all the rich people in the world a break, and we're gonna get this, like Reggie just said, this trickle down effect, on economics, where we're gonna give everybody tax breaks, and then the money's gonna trickle down to the workers. Well, ain't a worker got a break yet. Okay,
Right.
not one worker got a break yet, and they wrote themselves big checks, cashing out dividends and stocks, and they had a wonderful Christmas because they could sit at home and be okay because of everything that they gave themselves for Christmas. Okay, but everybody else, they didn't have that opportunity. Just like even now, if you look in the mainstream media, you'll see that there are many folks that have wandered to the front of the line that can afford to pay for vaccine shots right now. Okay, and
Conspiracy theory.
yes, look.
So
And,
it's not free?
well, did you hear what I said? Folks with
Right.
money have
Right.
wandered to the front of the line. Okay, and have began to take the first series of the first round of shots. Yes, the shots are free, but they were supposed to be giving it to everybody that was a priority. Healthcare workers, they had a list.
Yeah.
They had a list. People that are high risk. So people that with money don't necessarily mean they're high risk.
Yep. They got that shot.
Yep. Now look, let me do this right quick because I need to promote something that the professor and myself are a part of. Let me do this right here. Bam! Y'all see how that changed up right quick? I wanted to change the subject and talk about, because we ain't got but an hour show, talk about a show that the professor and myself are on, Street News Now, right here on Facebook and YouTube every Thursday from 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And as you can see, the professor can go. All you got to do is just say, just toss him up a subject, and he gone. So Miss Fiona have yet to come on the show and hang out with us on Thursday, but we're going to get her over there because she got questions and we got answers.
I think that'll be nice.
Yeah, we're going to get her over there and let her hang out with us on a Thursday night. I want to give a quick shout out to a couple of people, my brother in broadcasting who hangs out with us, Mr. Chris Bass. He's on the line watching us today. Miss Red Beans and Rice is hanging out with us. She was on with us on the last show of the year. I want to give her a shout out for watching today. We got a few other people that are on the line, and we would just want to, give a couple of shout outs. Donald Green all the way from Arizona. Albert Cross is checking us out. Miss Jeanette is checking us out. Miss Paul is checking us out. Appreciate y'all. Miss Rose. Today is her birthday. Happy birthday to Miss Rose. So we got a few people there. Miss Donna Williams is checking us out. We appreciate y'all tuning in. But we want to encourage you all to come over and check us out on Thursday. That's when it really get crazy. We got the legend, Mr. Lee Michaels, and we got Mr. Bass, a.k.a. Boom Shakalaka, and myself and the professor. Man, we be cutting it up, man. So what can you say about that experience?
The Horseman?
Yes, sir.
Man, I love that. Being surrounded by, an industry vet and broadcast veterans, like yourself and Chris Bates, man, I could just get in there and act a fool. You know, I could just go crazy. You know, I could just speak it and say it, and you guys understand, and can, you know, we can chop it up. We can listen. I'll throw it out there and just leave it right out there. You take it or leave it alone. But I'm gonna give you something to think about. And so I do wanna quickly just go back and say, Miss Fiona, about there's like you said, Dr. Ron, there's really no comparison with 44 and 45. The conspiracy theory. 44 got checked in his first term as office. Right off the bat, he had that party. He had that party and they had that guest list, whatever, right? And in that guest list, there were several people that they didn't have accounted for. So that sent a quick message, because Mr. Obama was very smart. He studied his history and everything. And they did a job to John F. Kennedy. So he got that message. He got that message right quick. And so, well, what did he do? Well, he took care of the bankers. He took care of the auto industry. He took care of everything that they wanted him to do. And there's one thing that recent presidents, that you won't ever hear them doing. They're not going to mess with the defense budget. They're not going to mess with the military. They won't do that. The last president that did that, is part of the theory was that his own general, that the military killed him, because he didn't want to enter this war.
Okay.
You understand? He didn't want to enter that Vietnam War, Mr. Kennedy. And so they, set him up and sent him down there to Texas.
Yep.
And said one man shot 3 times in 10 seconds with a bolt rifle. And then the Sabruta film shows you that the man, if you're gonna getting shot in the back of your head, why is your head going back the other way?
Yep. Forensic files have clarified that. It's impossible. Yep.
So as a message, as a message that's being sent, so we don't know who pulling the strings right now, because with this Republicanism, who's pulling the strings?
Right.
But then again, they might be so tired of this dude's attitude that they got to get him out.
Is it too late for him to be impeached?
All that stuff is just water. That's just like water under the bridge. I mean, listen. Whichever way, this reminds me of a scene of a guy trying to be taken out of a room, and he's going out shouting and kicking.
Yeah. Yeah. Too little, too late for impeachment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you remember, excuse me. Back when the impeachment was winding down, one of the things that the Republicans in the Senate said was like, look, if you want him out, y'all vote him out. We're not going to impeach him. We're going to let the public stand and say, okay, we don't want you to be president anymore. And now that has happened, there's still some people still sitting up there talking about, we're going to stand up on tomorrow and object to the confirmation of the new president. Really? That objection is just a political bandstanding that absolutely means nothing. Okay? Nothing. It's just a waste of time. Yep.
Trying to appeal to that racist base of Republicanism.
Yep.
That racist agenda. That's all that thing is based on. I mean,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So in thinking of racist theory and racist behavior, what is your thoughts on the first Black lady to coach, the minor leagues for the Boston Red Sox?
Oh, that's awesome. Anytime a sister can show can show excellence at anywhere at any time, I'm all for that, you know. And I really, you know, I used to make comparisons to that, but uh it's like people like Harriet Tubman, you know, you can't, and Fannie Lou Hamer, you got all these people that have forged and moved forward to try to move the envelope. See, because they try to keep us in this status quo. But there are those that still believe that we deserve more, like Stacey Abrams.
Mm-hmm.
She believed that we deserve more. Voter suppression is real.
Mm-hmm.
They say Voting Rights Act. They didn't say voting law. They say Voting Rights Act. Why is it that we have to come to the table every time, every now and then, to get reassured that we have the right to elect our own elected officials?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? They owe us too much.
Mm-hmm.
They owe us too much. That should be just carte blanche. It's just based on the same way it is to white men.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There should be no distinction.
Now, just as an update on that subject right there, there is a constitutional amendment that was stopped by your boy
By
Mitch.
McConnell?
Yep. You know, to turn that into an amendment to guarantee that all people can have the right to vote if they are a USA. Just right along with the decriminalization of marijuana and all of the other bills that he set off to the side and says, I'm not going to call a vote on. You know, so, you know, once again, the wrong person being in power, stopping things from happening, you know. Yep. And what you guys are seeing is an example of how we flow together on Thursday on Street News Now. We get an opportunity to, you know, chop it up and, you know, bring some facts and bring some information to people that they may not have heard about. And I know I got to say this too, because my brother, the professor, also is a music, you know, a virtuoso. Can I say virtuoso? Is it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah. Every morning he does gospel, and every evening he does stepping music. So tell them about that, where they can find you at.
Just stepping Monday night. I was honored by the stepping community after being gone for like 20, at least 25 years in 2018, where they gave me a Lifetime Achievement Award based on some of the work I did in the 70s and the 80s. I was like, oh wow. And I mean that was I cherish that more than any other accolade that I've received, because that came from my peers. That came from you know, I think those are the greatest awards, you know. Any other award, if it was from here or there, I say, oh yeah, right on, just that and other. But coming from the people I grew up with, my peers, and it was people that said, well, hey, I don't know how y'all can say anything about Reggie Miles and not have him nominated, you know, for this Lifetime Achievement Award. So I'm really good about that. But on Monday night, I do classic music, classic stepping music, and I combine it with music then and music now. And then Monday through Friday on Facebook Live, Twitch, and Mixcloud, I play gospel music. And on the weekends, Saturday, that's my baby, and I play. I'm just playing dusty music in the realm or in the style of the Richard McGee and the Herb Kent style. I just have some just outright fun.
Yes.
And Ragman as well.
Yes, yes. Music at its best. If you have never caught his show, go look him up. Professor Reggie Miles. He's on Twitch. Was it Twix?
Twitch, Mixcloud, and Facebook Live.
They can find him. You can find him. Look him up. He ain't trying to hide from nobody. Y'all go look him up and enjoy his music. Man, we got to get out of here. I still got to do a promotion for my co-host, Miss Fiona. She got a whole bunch of stuff going on too. She's an educator. You would like her, you know. She working on trying to get her doctorate, doc. She working on it. Yep. So she gonna be there before the year is over with. She definitely gonna be there. So we're gonna switch gears just a little bit. My brother and broadcaster, man, I love you. I appreciate you. I look forward to hanging out with you on Thursday. And man, we're gonna wrap this show up, and then we're gonna get back to you a little bit later, because I know what I'm talking about on Thursday already. We're gonna be talking about your home girl, Miss Fannie Willis. We're gonna be talking about her for sure, because she hung out at Howard. I know you like to talk about people that hang out at Howard. Yeah. So y'all don't miss us on Thursday. We're gonna be doing our thing 8 p.m. Central Standard Time right here on Facebook and on YouTube. And appreciate you, brother. Man, what you want to say to the people before you go?
Man, just keep Georgia lifted. Keep Georgia on your mind right now. All the way until tomorrow. We need to ditch Mitch.
Amen. All right. All right. Look, see you real soon, my brother.
Peace.
Bye, Mr. Miles.
It was a pleasure, Miss Fiona. Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure interacting with you today. I look forward to hopefully I'll see you tomorrow with the Horseman. Thursday with the Horseman. Bless your heart.
Thank you. Have a blessed night.
All right. So now, Miss Fiona, you want to tell them where they can find you at?
Yes. You can find me at www.immaculateeducation.com. If you have any questions, you're able to send me an email. It will come directly to my email. And if there's a service on there that you would like, definitely just leave a message about that. I am more than just talking on this show with you. And so there's information out there that is beneficial for everybody. So www.immaculateeducation.com.
Yes. And Miss Fiona has got her logo posted up on Ask Dr. Ron, ASK-DR-RON. You can go right over to her website. She's real easy to find. You can send her some information and she'll get back in contact with you. Hey, I am so glad to have you riding in the co-host seat with me. How you think about that opening? What you like about that? You think that opening? You like that opening?
I like that. I see you.
Yeah, I've been working hard on trying to get us to look good, Because when I get that phone call, and they say, hey, what y'all doing for the next 10 years? I'm going to say, let me check with my co-host,
Hey. I know, that's right. And I've also placed Dr. Ron's information on my website too. So if there's something that you missed during his presentation of his website and all the other information, Instagram and Facebook, you can also find that on my website as well. He's very helpful and very insightful young man.
Well, bless your heart, sweetheart. Look, we got to get out of here. It's that time of day. We only got an hour, and I know it seems like we need a whole lot more time, but hey, we got to tickle their taste buds a little bit to make them want to come back for some more. So, look, I appreciate y'all. Go over to the website, check out all my sponsors. If you want to be a guest on the show, if you want to be a sponsor on the show, reach out to myself or Fiona. We appreciate you all, coming to spend time with us. And it's going to get gooder and gooder. The year is just starting. We're just getting started. This is the first show for 21. We got a whole year of tantalizing treats for you all. And we just gonna chop it up and do what we do. We just gonna show up and clown. So I appreciate all of you all taking time out of your busy schedule to come be a part of what we're doing. And I look forward to seeing y'all on Thursday with the 4 Horsemen. Come back and check us out with Miss Fiona. Miss Fiona, take us on out of here, please. Tell us something good so we can go home.
Well, hey, shout out to Obviously Young and Brilliant for this shirt. I love that. It's my friend's brand. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their week. Be safe and always keep a positive thought.
Peace, y'all. See y'all next time. Keep watching. Don't turn it off yet. Keep watching. That's what's up. I told you. Yeah, that's why I say don't hang up yet. Yep, keep watching. Yeah, I know. I'm ready to end it right now. I was waiting on the bridge. Yeah.